Hey there guys, what's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. It's 3 on the dot, 3 a.m. You can see 3 a.m. in Dhaka, and I'm rocking something. It just made me very happy. I just received a very special present from one of my dear brothers, Avik Bhai. He sort of came last night, kind of late, around like midnight, and he wanted to pick up some bottles that I bought from him to review. And he sort of like gifted me this gem, which is very special to me. I'm wearing Ck1 summer 2015, okay? I think 15 or 14, one of those, right? I think 15 or 14, I forgot, but this is the one Steven reviewed. And I just love this fragrance, okay? It's so good. You know, if you can ever find it, good luck. It's going for about $300, $400 here and there. This is very rare to find. So I'm so thankful. I'm just wearing it. It's all over me. Just, maybe to you, Ck1 fragrances, Ck1 summers are not special. To me, it's very special. So today I set up the list for some special fragrance, 15 perfumes from my collection. I thought of like what list I want to do today. I sort of thought like some timeless classics, mostly designers, but one niche perfume, which is also in this list. And I'll tell you very briefly why I thought these fragrances are here. Some of the fragrances will surprise you, like, oh, I didn't expect that in a mainstream or the top 10, top 15, top tier designer. Yeah, some of the fragrances are special. I give them love, right? So 15 fragrances I think will never go out of style. I will never feel bored of them. That's the most important, what I wear, what I feel, right? To you, they mean maybe nothing, right? But that's was the best thing about fragrance game. It's always like, it's like it differs from people to people, okay? So subjective, that's the word. So let's go one by one. I have 15 exact fragrances and I'll tell you why I picked them up. First fragrance I want to pick up is that beautiful, timeless piece of art, Joop Homme, the pink juice. I picked up recently a 200 ml. I think this is a 200 ml, yeah. And I have also a 125 ml, which has about 20 ml left. But I'm showing you the new bottle. Looks so pretty. It's one of those bottles that mesmerized me when I saw saw this one first time on a review. And I know the smell is kind of like love it or hate it. It's very sweet, pink sugar, and it's like strawberry jam, floral, cinnamon. It's got spices, People compare this Mont Blanc individual, but to me, this feels more unique than individual. That's also a good one, but this remains the most polarizing fragrance of all time. Why this will never go out of style, in my humble opinion, I do not always wear this. I wear this only in winter. But this one gives me the vibes of sweetness that I don't pick up from any other perfumes, okay? Literally, like, check out Robe 08 Mark's review. He will tell you why this is special. If you never tried it, try it. Maybe you'll like it, I loved it. The day I smelled it, I'm like, this is so strong. Even the new formulations. This still sells. This is still around the market. But I think this is still one of the most unique fragrances, unique looking juice. You'll never find pink juice in many men's fragrance, okay? So first one is Joop Homme. I write down the names, don't want to worry. Second one perhaps is one of the fragrances you do not see coming, you do not expect me to put here, okay? This perfume, it's kind of like a funny looking bottle. Some people call this a butt plug, but you know what it is. This is my unused, unopened bottle of Rochas Man or Rochas Man. So Rochas have some few fragrances, Rochas L'Homme, Rochas, some of the other ones I reviewed, But this one, for some reason, doesn't get the mention nowadays. This is one of the first gourmand, chocolatey, sweet perfume. It looks like this, mild, say purple juice color, but in time it gets kind of like maroon, So that's when you know it's really mature, It's very strong, very sweet. And you get kind of like a coffee vibe from it as well. I'm getting faint of it because I never sprayed this one. I have the other bottle which is nearing to finish, but I find this bottle very beautiful. It looks like a lava lamp, to be honest, okay? It does look like a shark tooth also, okay? So this fragrance will never go, in my humble opinion, it will always remain like a classic, cult classic, because it's kind of that gourmand. Nowadays you have a lot of gourmand, Salvatore Ferragamo, you have a lot of these other ones, they make gourmand fragrances, Azzaro Wanted by Night, Armani, Stronger With You, but this is one of those first batches of fresh coffee chocolate smell, okay? So gourmand fragrance, one of the most unique looking bottle and fragrances, okay? This is Rochas Man. Definitely check them out. The next one I'm going to show you is a fragrance, is an inexpensive perfume. Once again, I have few inexpensive, some expensive ones. This next one, perhaps many of you laugh, like smile or laugh, like, oh, this is in the list of special list. Why? This is here because this fragrance means a lot to me. I like this fragrance. I always had a 200 ml. I had 2 bottles of it. This is my third, I think. This is called Ck1 Shock for men. And I think this fragrance will never go out of style or people's desire list because this is affordable. You know, you can buy this fragrance for a fraction of the price of more mainstream designers. This is a tobacco scent, kind of like a fruity tobacco, fresh, doesn't have the beast mode performance with this black atomizers. The ones with the silver atomizers used to last. Those are very hard to find vintage. Why I like this one, something about this fragrance, let me just spray a little bit. Let me just remind myself, I know this DNA, but when I wear it, every time it makes me happy. This gives me feel of pure heaven, what it gives me, 1821 sweet tobacco spirit, all those great tobacco based perfumes for budget. You know, I don't have to spend $100 on this fragrance, okay? And this fragrance has this graffiti, you know, nice looking, neon looking thing. You know, when I saw it for the first time in 2012 in London, I did not like, I thought this bottle is very ugly. But the juice in there, this one, the female one, really good. Okay, I'm talking a little bit more, but this fragrance is special. I'm telling you, the smell is so good still. Okay, you can wear this for office, just overspray. That's about it. Okay, Ck1 Shock for him. Next perfume, it's one of my most favorite ones. This is very unique. I love it or hate it. Very much like a polarizing one, but so strong, and it gets better and better with time. More and more you wear it, this smells magical. This one has tobacco, kind of like a lavenderish vibe, and it's like wet tobacco leaf. And I think this fragrance is very piercing. You know, it's one of the longest lasting Versace. I have a couple of Versace here. First one I'm going to show you is Versace The Dreamer. Perhaps it deserves a higher spot here because I'm going by ranking. This, I think I have bought recent times the 4th bottle of it. Of course, I'm decanting. Of course, there's nothing to hide. But this one people seem to love. It's very masculine fragrance. You know, it's again the tobacco is there, but some people find it's just a dreamy perfume like La Mal or Prada Luna Rosa Sport vibes of it. But this one gives me that moist tobacco leaf feel, and it's very nice, soft yet powerful, very piercing perfume, and one of the most unique fragrance in designer game. This one I feel will always be. Look at that Medusa head. This fragrance bottle really like strikes me like this is one of the most classic fragrance of all time. So I would say Versace The Dreamer, definitely pick it up if you want a unique fragrance which will never go out of style. This never gets old because there's no other fragrance that smells like this. Very unique. Versace The Dreamer. I'm going at slow pace. I don't know why, because I'm liking it like this. Okay, next one. Let's pick up a Guerlain. Perhaps not the most creative Guerlain. This was more the predictable sweetness fragrance. When I got it at first, I had the whole line. I did not think much of it. I'll just not lie to you. I just really like the bottle. It looks like Bleu de Chanel, but it's just a sweet, kind of like a nutty leather, kind of like a funky, not funky, it's like a sweet, sexy, like what Dior's Intense style fragrance, but it has its sex appeal. You know, this fragrance definitely, it's very sexy, masculine. Women seem to love this perfume. I was like, very shocked. This one, Coach for Him, those are fragrances you don't expect people to like, but women love these perfumes. And this is actually easy to wear. Kind of like it has some citrus up top. It's kind of like a nice projecting one. If you go EDP, Perfume, and Absolute, the other ones, they are more serious. This one can be worn all year round, but nighttime is very sexy. It's a signature scent worthy. I think this fragrance is the one doesn't get the love. L'Homme Ideal EDT by Guerlain. Very beautiful bottle. Get a bottle before these fragrances disappear. Next one is going to be the most disappointing entry for everybody, because you see this, you want to see this as the top 5, top 3, first one perhaps. But this fragrance, DNA, it just sells a lot. It's just unfair to this perfume. Everybody clones this. I smell this DNA everywhere. This is why I feel it will never go out of style, which is Aventus. I always tilt it like this to show you that bottle is not empty. I still have it, 120 ml, 2015 version, I think, last 120 ml version. This fragrance, that pineapple, birch, you know, like the apple, it's a sweet, citrusy pineapple heaven kind of fragrance, but doesn't really last on me, or I do not detect it apart from winter, okay? But the DNA, it is just a fragrance. It's like if you even use the Mont Blanc Explorer, Afnan Supremacy Silver, these fragrances like Aventus Cologne for her, Aventus for her rather, this is going to be a timeless piece of class, and a timeless piece of art, okay, or timeless piece, because people seem to love this a lot. They keep buying even the 100 mls because it's just Aventus is Aventus. So this is known as the king of the game, okay? So let's see what we have next, but Aventus did not make my top 5 spot. It's a good fragrance, deserves to be in this special video. So after that, let me show you some of my favorite. Now the next ones are really some of my top favorites, okay? Teradermas. Okay, let's go a little bit fast. Teradermas EDT. They have a lot of fragrances in this line. I recently reviewed Teradermas Ultra Fresh, re-reviewed it, gave a farewell. But something about this perfume, I never get bored of it, you know. I do not wear it every day, but that orange, earthy orange, kind of like ISO is Super, Vetiver. It's a very futuristic perfume. This one, H24, they recently made. I never feel Teradermas will go out of style. It's a statement. It's like one of the best designer perfumes of all time. Even the next ones, all you're gonna see, they are some of my best ones in my arsenal. This fragrance, if you never liked it, buy a small bottle, 30 ml, or a decant or an official sample, wear it a few days and see if it works for you, you know, because it took me like 2-3 years to understand this fragrance, okay? But I think this is a timeless piece of art. Teradermas EDT. Very nice looking bottle, very beautiful smell. After that, my favorite fragrance that started my game, definitely it has to be featured here, Hugo Boss bottled. I have the whole line of Hugo Boss bottle, almost 90% of them. And what I felt about Hugo Boss bottle, no matter how many flankers I try, this remains my most favorite. This one doesn't last like it used to in the vintage batch, but you know, it has a citrusy apple, you know, kind of like a cinnamon. Every time you wear it, it's just good old times. My university, college days, my dad's signature scent back in the days, he had 200 ml of it. I could never find that bottle. He always locked it, you know. But when I grew up, I sort of like started up with 30 ml as a birthday gift. Then I bought myself 100 ml. This remained one of the most used fragrance in my whole life, okay? Hugo Boss bottled, timeless fragrance of all time, you know, one of the best fragrance of all time. Still sells like hotcake, you know, Hugo Boss bottled, or Hugo Boss number 6. After that, another surprising fragrance which not many people show, but I always give it love, and I will give it love. This house deserves so much respect. Givenchy Pi. I have a tester here. Sorry. I have another bottle that is about this much left. That one is older bottle, but these are all the new formulation. If you find a small Pi written, like this sign is small, that is a vintage, but doesn't matter. The new ones, extremely long lasting. What you're gonna get from this boozy vanilla and burnt sugar, okay? I never found that many fragrances which can compete with this perfume, you know. This is my sentiment, but when I wear it, I feel the most exclusive guy on the street. People are wearing the most expensive fragrance, but they do not smell anywhere close to this, okay? Really unique looking bottle. Look at the juice. This is a winter perfume, by the way. It's a bit warm, sweet, vanillic perfume, but it's just whatever is been made in this market, like until now, this will remain one of the classics, like Hall of Famer, okay? Givenchy Pi, it's like a timeless designer fragrance. Okay, I can hear some dogs or some human beings acting really funny. Anyway, next one. Prada Amber Purom, okay? This fragrance right here, I'll tell you, just get it. You know, this is the best from this house. I do not have any doubt about it when I say it. This Prada L'Homme, you know, you always like, you know, think about it. But the class of Prada Amber Purom, this is discontinued now. I'm sorry to say, they shouldn't have done that. That's the worst decision they ever made. This is one fragrance they should have kept, even if they discontinued the whole other fragrance, okay? So good, soapy, spicy, masculine, clean, fresh, extremely long lasting. One of the best unique fragrances I feel, and now with the most unique bottles, okay? This fragrance, keep it in your collection, okay? This is one of the most luxurious smelling fragrance from House of Prada. Definitely belongs in this list. So now I have the last 5. Last 5 are very special also, okay? Let me show one by one. Let me see, hold on. Yeah, sorry about that, something was bothering me. I can hear people are really loud outside. Maybe they're just having a party or drunk or something like that. But next fragrance, let's focus on our video. Polo Blue. This again the original one. They have, I lost track how many flankers they have. This is one of the most beautiful looking bottles I ever seen, because I love blue. This fragrance, one of the first ones that I bought with my own money, you know. I tried all the Polo fragrance. I reached for this first time. I reached for this. This is the first one I wanted to ever have. That means I like it the most out of the whole Polo collection. I bought Polo Black, Green, Red afterwards. This remains my most favorite Polo fragrance of all time. If you ask me, I have tons of aquatics, okay? Next one is also an aquatic, but that ozonic vibe, the kind of cucumber, blue, nothing gives me the vibe. Even the EDP, Perfume, whatever, Red Rush, everything I tried, Polo Blue is the best, okay? I'm telling you, this is one of the best. And if you try it, it will get you compliments in a hot summer's day, okay? It's better than Dior Sauvage by far, okay? Polo Blue, very special fragrance. After that, let's talk about ozonic a little bit more, then we'll go into some more serious ones. Versace Purum, Versace Signature. This one has to be here, isn't it? No need to talk about, everybody knows this is the most sweetheart of the community. People buy 200 mls, blink of an eye. They don't really even, is the word twitch? Or they don't even like blink, you know. They just buy, they know this is so good. Doesn't last all day, but really, really good. This is better than Dylan Blue in terms of smell. Okay, Dylan Blue is a much better performer, more modern, more creamy, stronger. This one, in summers, you know, this actually you have to have it. I'm showing all these fragrances for you to actually go and buy. I'm just joking. You don't have to buy everything, but try it. If you never tried it, you're missing out on a great fragrance. Okay, beautiful looking bottle, beautiful juice when it's full. Okay, Versace Purum by Versace. So now let's show you the real king, where Aventus, you guys are feeling Aventus should be there. This is my personal opinion, of course. YSL Kouros have taken down, they have taken down this great fragrance. This is one of the fragrances most feared. Okay, if you actually fear Mike Tyson or Al Pacino in Scarface, this is that level. Okay, if you do not know how to wear it, I keep saying it, this will wear you. This smells like ashtray, cigarette butt, you know, it smells like urinal joint or urinal cake. People say that, animalic, dirty yet clean, kind of like a floral, very beast mode animalic perfume. Okay, this smells like powder, and it smells like sometimes if it mixes with your body mist or body smell, it smells like skanky. Okay, but that's the beauty of it. You can fill up a room, you can destroy everybody's perfume. Okay, even with this latest formulation, it's actually more wearable than the vintage ones. Okay, I wish I had a vintage right now, but this fragrance, it will always be here. Okay, always. This will never be lost in time. People remember Kouros. Okay, YSL Kouros is number 3. Number 2, this perfume right here, blue fragrance, father of all blue fragrances is this, Bleu de Chanel. You can get 100 blue fragrances, but you'll always have space for Bleu de Chanel. Trust me, you'll find an occasion where you want to wear that opening grapefruit, the projection of it, the incense, so good. You know, there's nothing like Bleu de Chanel. Dior Sauvage doesn't even come close to the quality of Bleu de Chanel when it comes to the smell. And I do say it with full commitment because I love Dior Sauvage. Better package, better value, you know, makes more sense. You can get 200 ml, which is going to be cheaper than 150 ml of Bleu de Chanel. But Bleu de Chanel is Bleu de Chanel. Okay, this one, I think, even if you get old, you know, you'll always have space for Bleu de Chanel in your shelf, even after having hundreds of niche perfumes. Okay, Bleu de Chanel is my number 2. Leads me to number 1. You guys perhaps will not be surprised. This is Theorem Intense. Okay, Theorem Intense remains a fragrance, I feel, 100 years from now, just like Dior's Fahrenheit, which I'm not showing you today, another masterpiece, but this remains Dior's ultimate masterpiece, at least in my journey, whatever I have seen. Some of you elder ones who like Eau Sauvage more, but Theorem Intense, this is the most perfect combination. It has the citrusy, orangey vibe. At the same time, it has that lavenderish, you know, like a kind of like a sweet, spicy gourmand, and the iris, you know, it's just fine balance, you know, just a nice little balance. Dior is nice, doesn't last. Dior Parfum is too strong with the oud and leather. This one perhaps has some leather, but just anytime you wear it, there's no bad time to wear this fragrance. Number 1 is Theorem Intense. I'm not going to talk so much more. Try out this fragrance. Just if you're starting your game, if you do not know these fragrances, especially the lesser knowns, Givenchy, the, you know, Rochas or Joop, these ones deserve some love. Thank you very much for watching. I think I'll go upload this and let me know which ones do you think are some timeless fragrances. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.